Welcome to Import Tech. The following will cover all the necessary steps you need to take to replace your stock steering wheel with an aftermarket one. We will be using a personal steering wheel with a Momo hub and hub adapter. You can start by disconnecting your battery. This makes it so there is no charge going to the airbag. I recommend waiting 30 minutes after this just to make sure. Minutes later, you can continue removal of the steering wheel by removing a panel underneath it, revealing a yellow plug that goes to the airbag disconnected. On either side of the steering wheel, there are panels revealing torque screws. Once you unscrew these, the airbag will lift out from the rest of the steering wheel, like so. And there it is. What is left is an empty shell. Disconnect horn and cruise control wires, as well as the 19mm bolt in the center. Don't forget to mark your alignment with a Sharpie pen. Just mark the steering shaft, make sure you don't lose track of it. It'll take a bit of tugging to remove the steering wheel, but I did it, so can you. What is revealed is an SRS component. You will need to remove this from the rest of the steering column. It is easier to do this when the casing around the steering column is removed. Once this is done, you will need to access the rest of the harness and follow the SRS component wires back into the back where they connect in order to fully disconnect the SRS component. It should be a yellow and gray plug, but do not lose track of these plugs. Once it is disconnected, just put it to the side in a safe place. Wiring up the horn. Now, the gray plug that came off the SRS wire, pin in a single wire to the center port on this plug and wire it up to the front of the steering column. Attach it to a piece of spring steel and screw it into one of the holes that the SRS disc unscrewed from. Bend the piece of metal up so it constantly touches the contact plate on the bottom of the hub. And start by assembling your new steering wheel. Place the hub in place and put the 19mm bolt back. The rest is pretty straightforward, just reassembling your steering wheel back onto the shaft and placing the horn. All that's left to do is put the dash back in place. Thanks for watching Import Tech.